Stackers, Big Stack McGee here. How are you doing today? It is Saturday, November 27th, and it is kind of a cold and gloomy Saturday morning here as I make this video. And I'm excited to rip into this to see what we got for today. But we're also 2 days removed from Thanksgiving, and I thought it would be a great opportunity to just take a few moments and talk briefly about things that I'm thankful for. Number one, I'm thankful for my family. I have an amazing wife and kids that are all kind of on the same page in the kind of the ways that we live our life, which is great. Not a whole lot of conflict and all that, which is always great. My wife and I are like-minded when it comes to saving money and working hard. I'm thankful for my job. I'm thankful for my wife's job and the fact that we both have skills that will keep us employed as long as we need to. I'm thankful for all the side hustle opportunities that I have to generate extra income when I can. I'm also thankful for not being in debt. I think that's one of the primary things that holds a lot of my friends and people that I know back. And it brings up a thought, a saying that comes up in our family all the time is, make sure you take care of business so you can make choices for yourself, and otherwise people will be making choices for you your whole life. Context-wise, I guess that comes up because for our kids, it's like, hey, if you're not pulling your weight in school, you're not turning in assignments, you're not making the grades, well, you might be held back from doing some activities or sports or things like that. So those choices are made for you if you don't take care of business, right? Or perhaps it's, they want to go out and do something fun, and so we ask them to make sure that their rooms are clean. So they'll come up and say, hey, can I go do blank, blank, blank? And we'll say, well, is your room clean? Because the answer to my question is the answer to your question, right? So in other words, if they wanted to do something, they would have to make sure that the obligations are met in order to get that. But isn't that really what life is about too? It's like, okay, I want this. Well, what are you going to do to make that happen? Right? And in my circumstance, in my family, and in my life, for me to be able to stack, for me to be able to set aside tangible wealth to ensure not only a solid retirement but inheritance for my kids, I have to be. I think about this all the time because I don't want choices made for me. I don't want debt to someone else being the catalyst for me not having the happiness and the freedom that I want. So that's just a thought that kind of came up today. So I just want to encourage each and every one of you to look in kind of introspectively and go, what's holding you back? And it doesn't have to be financially. It could be anything, any kind of goal that you had or whatever. What's preventing you from making those choices for yourselves and take care of business, right? All right. Enough of thoughts from Big Stack. Let's go ahead and rip into this package, and we'll talk about what we got here in just a moment. All right, so we have a nice little Goldie here. As I said, this is a coin that's new to my collection. Let's just take a quick look here. So this is a Perth Mint Lunar 2022 quarter-ounce gold Year of the Tiger. It's pretty cool. I do have several quarter-ounce gold Lunars in my collection, but I haven't had any in a while. So the impetus behind this is just I wanted to stack some gold. Gold prices had come down a bit, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to add to the gold holdings. And so when I was searching for prices on the various items, I thought, I'm going to spend about enough to get a quarter ounce. And fortunately for me, in doing my research, this Perth Lunar Series was close to the bottom in terms of what was available as far as price goes. So obviously that when I'm stacking, a lot of times I'm trying to find something that is close to the cheapest I can find, while at the same time finding something that is maybe a little bit different for my stack. Not always the same thing. I guess that contradicts sometimes. Like if I'm getting the same kind of 90% pickups that I have been, or even trying to pick up gold eagles and all things like that. That's not that. But in this case, this kind of stuck out. And it was the right choice for me. So down the stretch, who knows? The collectability of something like this may end up paying more than the price of gold later on. But that's not why I bought it. I bought it because it's gold bullion, and it's gonna suit my purposes in my stack. Right? Very easy, very liquid. I like the quarter-ounce size. I think of all the different gold coin sizes I have, I think quarter-ounce is probably my favorite. Yeah, kind of a cool design. And of course, encapsulated, and it's the high-quality Perth products that we've come to recognize. Which is interesting, because I guess my most recent Perth pickup was a kilo of silver. And it's funny because, though it's a nice loaf of silver, but it doesn't have anything remotely close to the precision they put into their encapsulated coin products and things like that. But yeah, ounce of gold added to the stack. It always feels good. I think back to most of you that have followed me for a while, you would know who BSO is, or Big Silver One. Very practical stacker, and he drove a lot of my early kind of knowledge base for stacking. And one of the things that he talked about was when he was a young man, I don't know the circumstances of this, if it was a family friend or if it was a relative or whatever, but he was looking for an engagement ring because he wanted to ask his girlfriend to marry him, and the guy took him into his house, into his safe, and he just had so much gold and silver, and he just was like, how about one of these? And he had like the perfect ring, because he likes to big on collecting salvageable, gold jewelry and things like that. But just the thought of being late in life and just having such a surplus that you can be that generous, I just thought that was such a cool story. And that just reminds me of going, you know what, who knows, when I'm retired, part of retirement might be taking one of these once every couple weeks and going out to the coin store and cashing it in for something I need. That's it's kind of the stacker's dream, is thinking about how you can pay for the rest of your life with your tangible wealth like this. Quarter ounce of gold every couple weeks might take care of everything you need. At any rate, that's all I got for you right now. Beautiful Perth gold. All right, that's it for today. Thanks so much for watching. I hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving celebration and a great weekend. And I hope that the rest of the weekend is everything you want it to be. Have a good one.